There is a message from National Treasures. Please check it. "9,000 years ago, a crane took flight for the last time. Yet though this bird would never fly again, it would, in a sense, sing again, and, in so doing, open up a new chapter in history." Whether inspired by the eerie wailing of the other cranes, we don't know. But whoever gathered up the bones of the dead crane did something amazing. Of course, with its crude mouthpiece and misaligned finger holes, it's rather rudimentary. But it's the flash of genius behind it that counts. Here we have an archetype, the ancestor of the Chinese flute.
这是现代的声音。 这是1000年前的声音。这是骨笛，有9000年的历史，是最远古的声音。
Ding Xiaokui is playing a copy of that bone flute. The original was discovered at Jiahu in Henan province, 9,000 years ago, the site of a prehistoric settlement. Between 1986 and 1987, more than 20 bone flutes were unearthed here, the oldest musical instruments so far found in China. We can only guess why these bone flutes were first made. Most likely, they were originally hunting decoys, used to mimic the sounds made by birds in order to lure prey. Perhaps the sounds they made became associated over time with the thrill of the hunt. Music was born. One especially interesting feature of the Jiahu Bone Flutes is that they developed and improved. Whilst the earliest examples had 5 finger holes, later ones 7 or 8. This has a very significant implication, far from being restricted to the 5-note pentatonic scale, as was once believed. The early Chinese music might have been based on a 7-note scale, like the one we use today. And even the misaligned finger holes suggest common ground with modern-day music. Working out where an irregularly shaped piece of material, like a wing bone, to make the holes must have been a matter of trial and error, as it still is even for today's top flute tuners. "9,000 years on, what were once hunters' decoys have metamorphosed into instruments of pleasure and artistic expression. And in the hands of modern Chinese artists like Ding Xiaokui, these musical instruments, unheard for thousands of years, are singing once again. New life breathed into a long-forgotten tradition. Just as 9,000 years ago, our ancestors breathed life into the dead bone of a bird and produced a sound. The first faint cry of a civilization about to be born.